Italian theme. And we're going to be talking about, I swear, it's a problem I see all the time, but because it's so unsexy that people don't want to fix it, and I think it has such an impact. You go to talk to an organization, and you go like, okay, so why are you paying so much for this? And you go like, well, that's our supplier. They keep rising your prices. It's like, why don't you switch suppliers? We've been working with them 20 years. We don't really know who is out there. You know, finding suppliers is a pain in the ass. And you know, I'm working with AI all the time. It's like, I swear to God, this problem shouldn't exist. Well, thankfully, our next startup actually fixes that. How do you use AI to provide suppliers for industry agnostic companies? Please welcome our next startup, Nazareno Ciccarello, co-founder and COO at Soource.
Good morning. Have a guess of what this graph represents. This is the global supply chain pressure index showing all the externalities and how they impacted global supply chain all around the world. And trust me, there are many more to come. Basically, it would be ideal for a company to have a global vendor base in order to leverage on that, but it's unfortunately a very time-consuming and a very expensive process. The status quo is pretty inefficient. It's comprised by web searches which give unstructured data, marketplaces which are limited by definition, referrals which are personal, and LLMs which are subject to hallucination and unfortunately subject only to public available data. We have therefore identified a global problem and we have developed a specific solution. Soource is an AI vendor intelligence platform building the most comprehensive company database B2B via a massive email exchange. How does it work? A company can look via a simple semantic research for any supplier of any product or service. Thanks to our proprietary database, you can actually narrow down your search and identify all the suppliers you need. Therefore, after that, via your company email, you can contact all of them doing requests for information and requests for quotation. What is on top of that? The fact that Soource will be able to read all the answers, starts tagging every single company, understanding availability of product, services, or certification, extract contact details, enrich the database, and also display in an easy-to-read dashboard all the relevant information to take decisions. On top of that, you can direct this flow of information not only towards new suppliers, but also towards your current vendor base in order to update and enrich your supplier base. And this is one of the most important company assets. What makes us different? One Soource user can send thousands of emails or receive thousands of replies, and thousands of data points will be able to build up an incredibly comprehensive our proprietary database. We have proven to be very efficient in order to provide services and our service to very different sectors. We have registered, thanks to the contract signed last week, over 400K since October 2024, and we have registered almost 170% of growth over the last 3 months. We are backed by prominent investors, as you could see, but also we here basically to complete the 50 remaining percent of the convertible round on the convertible round in order to further accelerate go-to-market and tech development. Please join us to disrupt the procurement world. Thanks very much.
I love it when you guys finish on time. Okay, judges, questions for Nazareno. Questione, prego. There we go.
Hi, thanks a lot.
Hi.
So which industries are you finding it more easier to penetrate?
Basically, we have seen lots of success in the construction industry, meaning that they're always looking at new suppliers, and they also have a huge number of suppliers, but most of them are like kind of sleepy one, meaning that it's like the Pareto law. Basically, they only use 20% of those suppliers. But to be honest, we've seen construction, jewelry, facility management, pretty much agnostic so far.
Okay, any other question? This is a good sign. You got them impressed.
Hopefully.
Big applause for Nazareno. Thank you very much. Come on, I wanted to sound. There's free spaces over here. So those of you at the back standing up, you can actually sit there. Okay, so we're nearly there. 3 more startups off the block. Now we're flying back to Spain.